I did like a quick run through on the preseason. One of the games I only played like one half of it. I just simulated the rest. I was trying to get some other stuff done. But as you can see, let's go back over here. Go check out the stats for the preseason real quick. Alright, so Morris, you see, is back up. It's 31 to 47, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He got sacked 4 times. But that was also, with the second team offense. Lamar Jackson, 17 to 25. He had 414 yards. Of course, he didn't play as much. 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. All right, rushing. That rookie running back, like, I'm gonna enjoy playing with. I don't think I'm gonna play every single game this season, just cause like, all of our starters came back. We didn't lose one starter, so it's like it's already proven the dominance, and so it's really just see us do the same stuff over again. And so of course we're gonna make the playoffs. I think I'm gonna play like all the divisional games, probably all the conference games. I think like after we get past week 6, then I'm just only gonna focus on divisional and conference games. So it'll just say AFC games, period. Unless it's a Monday or Sunday night game, then I'll play those. Alright, so 31 carries, 193 yards, and a touchdown in the preseason. Corey Grant, 18 carries, 130 yards. I was only playing on 4-minute quarters, so it's like nobody's gonna get a lot of stats here. See there, receiving. I know I wasn't throwing the Kittle the ball at all for real, so he had 6 catches. Poe, all the way on the bottom of the depth chart, he had 7 catches. Of course, our rookie, Tarleton. I was playing Chris Brown as a third receiver. Of course, he's from Notre Dame. He was doing his thing. You see, he got 5 touchdowns, but I mean, he's still 64 overall listed on the game. And we got this guy here. There's no point just having him only back returning kicks. We got, even if this is the last season I play, you want to develop him up. So, see, Sherfield, he got a touchdown in the preseason. Antonio Brown, he only had 4 catches. Tyreek only had 2 catches. Like, weren't trying to do too much. We mostly just running the ball, just trying to get the games over with. Let's see. Backups, they gave up the sacks. Defensive wise, let's see, it's almost skewed because it's preseason, so the main guys weren't playing that much. Since I was running the ball a lot and killing the clock, it just flat out no, it wasn't that much offense happening. So advance our week to the next regular season game. Well, to the first regular season game. Let's go look at our schedule too. Check out our schedule. We got just our minutes. So, yeah. You already know what it's gonna be. Like, we're going to the Super Bowl, man. Come on. Alright, so let's go here. Turn the injuries back off. Go back to, I should have went the other way, dummy. Alright, 10-minute quarters again. Let's see. So we open up the season, Super Bowl, defending Super Bowl champs. We got the Dallas Cowboys. Alright, then we at the Skins, host the Bills. We got a bye week early. And then, so we're only going to end up playing 5 games just from the jump. Host that team at the Steelers. Okay, so then after that, the games we'll be playing is the Dolphins, hosting the Browns, the Texans, the Patties, the Bills, the Ravens. Damn it. So that we'll be playing that game because that's a Sunday night game. We got back-to-back Sunday night games. Look at that. I didn't even look at, the rest of those are day games until we get here to the later part of the season, latter part of the season. Alright, so we playing those games. So this one we'll skip. Well, no, because that's a Super Bowl rematch. So we got to play that one. Then we got the Monday night game. The coffee. Oh crap! We gonna play every game this season. Wow. Okay. Well, that's what I get for talking. So we're gonna end up playing every game this season then. All right. So let's jump over here. I changed Mostert's jump number to 26. Let's go see if there's any free agents. Like, we don't need Ty. That's messed up that he hasn't gotten signed to a team yet. Let's see any free agents. I played this dude at safety before. His ratings definitely went up. There goes Karan. I saw the name Karan. He's not signed with anybody. He got a ring with us last year. And Otto Chu, he got a ring with us last year. He's not signed with anybody. Zimmer, he's on the practice squad with somebody. My boy Kavari from Notre Dame, he not on the team. What? Alright, let me see. Koyak from Notre Dame, he not on the team. Alright, so there we go. That's the free agents. We're not even doing the practice squad this year because we don't have injuries on. So there's no point in even having them there. All right. So we open up at home Thursday night. I'm just gonna play the one game for right now. I don't know why I'm picking it. No, let's see. Hold on. The color rush jersey is still the same. No, it's a different style a little bit. The pants though. Jersey. I'm not even looking at. I'm just looking at what's popping up. See, that's still to the tones. The pants is a totally different tone. I should just went with 80s pants and just called it a day. Yeah. Sound like that one big ass strike though. See, we'll go with this one. We'll go with this look. The socks though. Let's change the socks. It's the first game of the new season, man, so we gotta go clean. Let's stick with these. Alright. We gotta show out. Super Bowl champs, baby. Get a home win, 3 passing touchdowns. I missed the last part. See, Brown was getting his off, so they got him all highlighted up there. But we moved Brown back to the 6th receiver spot. at least get a ring with us. And we just actually played the Cowboys in the preseason.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
I forgot.
Coming up, we've got a good one on tap. Because
I went back and played back one of the videos, and I realized it was getting a double feed, so I gotta fix this.
Jets. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on, Harrison, lead them out.
Fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
See, now to it coming out instead of Ogunjobi.
Techniques, you name it. This crowd is ready.
Shepherd still
get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, an early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams...
Alright, let's go in here in the settings real quick. Audio. I forgot which setting it is Sunday. Hold on. Because I don't hear it in my headset, I hear it in the TV. Alright, you know what then? Here, because I don't have a thing, I don't care about talking. We're going to just let the game do its thing.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Jackson over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 1st down, Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Here's Jackson on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Room to run past midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Set, 319.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. Second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So that'll do it for the first quarter as we kick off another season. 7-all is the score. And we will return to MetLife Stadium after this. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
319. 319.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Corey Grant taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 1st down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Jackson on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Jackson now to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Antonio Brown, 35 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Throwing on 1st down. Jackson. Now he steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Jackson. Now he's forced out right. He's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. So we have... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st and 10. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Patriot! Patriot!
And And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Steps away to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, we got set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll get it up the middle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Blue 90!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Set! 319! 319!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Green 39! Green 39!
he'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. I got him. On me. Mike by four. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Grant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field.
Set. 319. 319.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
And they'll run him here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
New York set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect.
Coming now. Here we go.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Washington Redskins. With that, we'll get up to FedEx Field for the Washington home opener. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just a few moments ago, it was the Redskin defense being introduced, and the largest cheers went for their Pro Bowl cornerback, Josh Norman, as he and his guys get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over, 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 over.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And right away he lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Gone, 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 gone. Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that.
We drop you in now to first quarter action as the offense begins this drive. And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On second down, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th all-time.
And one of the few that are active.
Yeah.
Incredible.
There's only a few that are active. He still, though, is a ways away from Jerry Rice, up over 22,000 for the all-time lead. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Staying on his feet. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-3 the score. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down.
Watch it now, Barney! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here's Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Leopard! Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
And they'll run it here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a 1st down.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Over.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And Hill with it over the middle. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Gun! 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 All right, here we go. 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and throw for it here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Gun. Detroit. Over.
On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins. Have it they do. A little careless. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw on second down, Jackson throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Over. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
They'll try try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
He'll get it up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
On 3rd down. That's Grant. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they...
Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. So out now come the Jets. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Green 39. Detroit!
They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis able to drop him for a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here we go. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you...
How will this offense respond? Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10.
Gun. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
3-19. Watch him now, Barney.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Over, over, over! Over, over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Here we go, check him look. Check the call, check the call. No, check, Patriot! Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You